like that. If anyone having that immediate doubt, you can immediately ask me. No issue. I will definitely explain each and everything. Right? Okay. So we have to start. Just a second. Ma'am, if you want to, then you can record the session.
Yes, ma'am. I recorded, ma'am, already.
Just a second. Yes, I hope my screen is visible properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And this is my one request to all. If I am asking any question or any just query related towards to you, please reply me immediately. Okay. So I am not considering you are means not in my session or not in my lecture. I am just considering you are my student. So everyone be frank or everyone directly ask the question. No worry about it. Okay. So now we have to start our session, that is data communication. So as the part of syllabus point of view, we just go through these points. So these points like basic data communications. Yes, we start the communication, but before that we should know about the basics and the concepts, those who are directly considered in communication, that is analog communication and digital communication. So how analog and digital communication is directly connected throughout the computer network. So these basic points and basic terminologies we have to discuss here. After that, we proceed our next session, that is wireless communication. And after wireless communication, how we can actually use the technology in wireless LAN with the help of IEEE standards. Okay, so one by one we start. So before that, we should start it from why data communication. In as per syllabus point of view, as an examination point of view, you just go through or you just studied the information towards, yes, these are the standards, this is the communication, and these are the different types of communication, like that ways. But as a information knowledge or gain knowledge point of view, you should know the basic concepts and terminology behind the data. Okay, so it data word itself reveals the information or explain towards the activity. Right now we are able to take our session in online manner. How it is possible? Again, it is totally depends on data. Now we just try to understood how we make communication instead of any type of platform. Means that we are not offline, we don't have any physical platform. We already talk, we already have session as an online manner or online basis. Why it is possible or how it is possible, it is completely depends on data communication. Now how it becomes possible in terms of communication between you and me, that is also one of the example of wireless communication. This is held because of we have or we are using all the technologies which are evolved or which are completely based on wireless technologies. So we should currently, in this pandemic situations, we already aware about how we can use the technology, but we are not aware about that how we can use the data or how we can interpret the data, right? So before we directly jump on wireless communication, you should know the basic data communication. So why data communication? Because currently if we focused everywhere, then you realized every within a minute the world has changed forever. Why I'm saying this? Because have you checked or have you searched any application today? Okay, tomorrow you will get different application names or different application criterias towards that particular application. It means within a second or within a minute your application has been changed. Then what kind of revolution or what kind of changes are occurred in right now ubiquitous network? So it means we totally depends on the gathering of the information. Okay, then again it is information age, and the second is industrial revolution. Means when we collect the information, we directly transfer those information through the applications, then automatically we will evolve or we will enhance new knowledge or new applications. So it means information is power. Yes, it is the tool, which is information is the tool which is used for processing all type of data. Okay, so right now we have a data, we have information, but along with that we have different challenges. What kind of challenges? That is, suppose the studying the data communication and networking is there are the many perspective that can be used. Yes, means in terms of I have data, I have information, but again, what my next task? My next task is we have to share, we have to transfer that information through the networking, right? Today we are connected through the Google Meet. How it is possible? Because Google Meet is one of the application which is enhanced, which is evolved by Google. Okay, they provide the platform, they provide the facility, generate the code. Okay, link. Okay, with the help of that link, number of user can be joined that particular session. But who will be responsible to generate that link? Who will be able to connect all the data? Who will be provide that platform? Who will be allow that users to communicate with each other? There is the one and one only centralized role is technology, and that technology is coming from the different local standards. Again, that standards you have to divide into wired or wireless. Now again we have a sequence, we have a chain. So what is that sequence? How we can got the knowledge? Okay, how we can enhance that applications? That point today we have to discuss in detail. So we have to start it from communications. What is data communications? So in the process of using computing and communication technologies, so all of you just focused on word technologies, right? Communication technologies to transfer data from one place to another place. Now the point is, yes ma'am, we are using WhatsApp also. With the help of WhatsApp we can transform the data. Yes, we can transfer the data, but in terms of what? Again, that data having different formats. So to handle those kind of data, we require different types of applications, different kinds of softwares. Maybe that data is in audio form, video form, textual form. Okay, means we have different types of data. Now the point is, data is in the form of different types. Okay, now, on the basis of how we can handle the data, how we can make communication between that data, for the communication, we provide the technologies. So it means in data communication, technology plays very important role. Right? You have smartphone, okay, you have WhatsApp, okay, but there are some files are missing, those who are not supported for downloading your audio or video files. So again, what is the important part? Yes, in that communication. Yes, sender, receiver, technology, software, hardware, what? I already elaborate. We have smartphone, okay? We have WhatsApp application, but some files are missing. It means your technology is not supported to that particular application. Yes or no? Yes, I'm audible properly.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So it means in whole in this process, technology is missing. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, obviously, if
Yes, ma'am.
technology is not there, then how we can communicate? Okay, or how we can internally interconnected that softwares or applications. So technology plays very important role. So what my point is, we are started from basics, that is data communication, but we reach the destination up to the technology. So what is the uh, complete graph or sequence between data and technology? That complete sequence we have to study it in short in our session. That is our main goal of today's session. Okay, we just followed the path, we just followed the sequences. What happened? Yes, data is there. Data is my source, and technology is my destination. What happened between them? How I collect the data and how I am reached at that particular technology, this complete process define your data communication. That's it. Okay. So now we discuss one by one as a data, as your computerized knowledge perspective, how we define or what is the actual process. Means yes, this is our main goal. Data is there and technology is there. What happened between them? Yes, data is coming from some sources, data is coming from some places, and that data is reached of that particular technology. But how? Who is responsible? Who provide that platforms? Who provide the services? Who provides the connections? How we received that data, and or how we received only those outcome which is required for accessing the technology or accessing the communication. So in data communication, that is electronic transmission of information that has been encoded digitally. Now the main point is, yes, we have hardware, we have system, and that system understood only analog data or digital data. Yes, anyone? Yes,
Digital.
digital, of course. So have you seen that image? That image is completely followed with number of zeros and ones. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it means in data communication, one thing is clear: your data is in the form of digital or digits. That is combinations of ones and combinations of zeros, right? So what happened in basic elements of data communication? Yes, we are saying we have data in the digital form, but what happened internally? How internally we define the data? So it is completely depends on your five basic elements. First one, data is in the form of message. Second is your sender, who is responsible to send that particular message. Receiver, that receiver means destination, client or user received those messages. And this complete process is held with the help of any particular type of transmission medium channel. Okay, medium, which type of platform you have to be used. And last is protocol or rule. Yes, communication is there. I am sending some data through the WhatsApp. Okay, so WhatsApp is my application, but that application is completely depends on some technology. That technology, your 3G 4G technology. Okay, that is your transmission medium. But how you can transmit or how you can transfer those message with the help of or under with that particular rule or protocol, that defines by protocol rule. Suppose you are using HTTPS, that is FTP, file transfer protocol, hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, UDP, user datagram protocol. Number of protocols are there. Why we are using different protocols? Because each and every protocol having its own different rules and regulations. So according to requirement, we should follow that particular protocol. Means yes, I am saying something, okay, and you are able to listen that particular sentences or words, but after some seconds, not immediately. Okay, not immediately. Again, I will take that particular means a current live example how we held that data communication, what type of data is there, and how we are doing or how we can use the technology. But before that, you should go through the process. And what is my process? I have data. Data is in the form of that particular type. Okay, and we followed the basic elements procedure. So you just go through the basic data communication model. That basic communication model means message is there. That message following means two types of host are there. Okay, suppose host or node or system, you can consider anything. Right now I'm taking that session with the help of my laptop. So that laptop is one type of host, is one type of node, is one type of system, is one type of client. Depends, right? That host or node is interfaced with the channel. What type of channel? That is online. But online channel, again, why I am able to take session? Because with the help of ISPs, that is internet service providers, provide the internet connectivity, and that internet connectivity is directly accessed through the router. That router provides the platform, provides the channel. Okay, and that channel again connected to your systems with the help of which type of application? That is Google Meet. This is the simple process. Means right now why I'm taking that example, because with the help of elements, basic elements, how we fulfill that basic elements, that is message. I'm saying something, that is my message. I am sender and all of you are receiver, right? Why I'm saying receiver? Because all of you just try to listen and just try to understood, yes ma'am saying something, ma'am say, explain some examples like that. So that's why your systems, receivers or your devices are acts as a receivers, and my device is acts as a sender or transmitter. Now the thing is, ma'am, you are saying you are as a client or you are sender, then how we can say you are transmitter? Because I'm saying something as I am client, okay, but my voice is modified by my laptop, and that laptop internally having PCB, that is printed circuit board, and that printed circuit board again mount with different transmitters, electronic circuitry, right? That those transmitter received my signals, internally converted into digital form, and then again broadcast to those connections, those who are right now connected in this meeting. That's why only those people, only those students are able to listen my communication. Agree or not? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Next, based on these components, just this is the examples. Means as an example point of view, we consider like transmitter. Suppose two people had communication on telephone. Then what happened? Who is the transmitter? Who is the data source? Those who are saying first dialing the call, this is my first data source, and that particular client is acts as a transmitter. Okay. And second, who is the receiver? Who received those call or who received that particular signal, that particular uh, connection, that is receiver then again receives that information and again send back reply to that particular transmitter. So this is the 5 basic based component example. Message. Now the main point is message. As a basic point of view, I'm saying yes, I'm transmitter, I'm sending some message, yes, but that particular message is in which form? How we can define it? Okay, how we can try to find out it, that particular message, how we convert it? I'm saying message, okay, but that message is in which form? Right now I am taking your online session, so I'm saying something, okay, so it means my message in which form? Yes, audio, video, text, voice, which form?
Audio.
Audio.
Yes,
Audio.
Audio.
audio, only audio. If I'm start my video, then again someone says yes, this is video.
Audio and
Audio
video.
video is the only platform. I'm asking about the type, form of message. Form of message.
Voice.
Yes, you're right. It is the voice, right? Suppose I'm starting my session and I'm sharing some PDF. I'm not saying anything else. Then maybe it is in textual form, right? Why it is voice form? Because my voice, my system received those voice signals, internally convert it, and then all of you able to listen it. That's why my data is in voice format. So it means in the communication, it is very important what type of data you have, because depends on your data type, we have to decide the platform, we have to decide the range or availability or platform communication availability for the communication between source and destination. Why again it is important? Suppose you are using WhatsApp, okay, so WhatsApp required not that much memory, means little bit memory, that is enough for that particular application, okay. But suppose you want to share large files on the drive, in that cases you can use more applications. Yes or no? Agree or not? I know every means many students already work with it. Means small file and large file, audio file, video file. I guess everyone use WhatsApp, okay. So you can easily find out the difference. Like suppose you are sending single word file, it requires, suppose, uh, not in milliseconds, milliseconds, you can count it. But suppose you want to share more than 50 MB data, then what happen? It requires time. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So it means what we understood from that process, how much data you have, okay, means fetching or downloading or uploading of data required time according to size of your data. If you when you type simply hi, immediately that hi will be displayed on the text, right? But it's not happen with files, large files. It requires time. Why it requires time? Because size of your message. Now you understood why message is important. So it means in data communication, sender, receiver, like transmitter and receivers, source, destinations. Then what type of data? That data is in the form of message. Then the message is the primary purpose of communication. It can be in different forms. Different forms means like program, files, then stream of audio, video, voice data. And next type is message as a byte stream. Byte stream means suppose I'm simply text hi. So it could be in byte stream, means they not require that much time. Okay, suppose your file is audio file, video file, okay, then that particular files require more time for fetching, uploading or downloading, because this totally depends on size of message. So meaning of messages means it is defined by the protocols recognized by the cooperating applications at each node. So again, that message is converted into analog or digital signals for the transmission over the communication medium. Now the point is, ma'am, already we know the message, then why again there is a requirement? Because again, when we use smartphone, that smartphone or any hardware or machine understands only digital type of data. But my voice is not digits. Yes? Agree or not? My voice is in which form? Analog or digital?
Audio.
Yeah, this is the voice form of data, but that voice form data we can consider in analog form or digital form as a general perspective.
Digital.
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 Digitally understood by machine only. But when I'm saying something, it is in the form of analog. It is in the form of waveforms. What I'm saying, my voice is in the form of waveforms. My laptop never understood what I'm saying. My laptop already internally inbuilt with PCB, with processor. That PCB, that receivers are received my signals, those who are generated throughout my voice. Got the point? It means my voice is in the form of waveforms or digital form. Yes?
Waveform.
Yes, it's the analog, it's the waveforms.
Uh,
Only machine interpret that waveforms in digital form.
Waveform.
Then they try to understood that digits, and then you are able to understood my language or my voice. So, got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So journey of messages from source to destination, we already had discussion on that. Just go through the as a diagrammatic point of view. I am saying yes, my voice signals are there. Those signals are internally interpreted or digitally converted. Then machine understood what I'm trying to say. Okay, but suppose you have your PC, your own system. That system again connected to last your web server. So what happened between home PC and web server? So that middle communication tried to establish or try to explain what type of actual communication is going on. Okay, so previously, this is not right now current example. Previously, before means this 3G or 4G, last 10 years back, we already use different types of modems. I guess many students are listen about the word modem. Okay, DSL modem. Modem is the digital subscriber line modem. Means that modem hardware is used for the internet connectivity. I guess 10 to 15 years back, many students or in many parents having MTNL connection for internet. Agree or not? MTNL modem connections are directly provide the internet subscriber lines. Okay, that is
Yes, ma'am.
digital subscriber line, that is DSL. So that modem is responsible to connect with digital subscriber modems at the along with AM. AM means amplitude modulation. It means what I'm saying, my voice signals are along with digital subscriber line, and those are converted into internet connection, and through the internet connection we directly connected to web server. So it means that modem is responsible to converted analog signal into digital form. Then and there only internet understood, yes, that particular client, that particular user wants to connect throughout that web server. Right? So in analog signal, we are using digital subscriber modem and digital ATM, MPLS, so on. These are the examples of digitally converted signals. And last, first Ethernet packets. Ethernet packet is nothing but your message. That message is reached through the web server. So this is the simple and normal communication between devices. So as a theoretical point of view, which important parameter is here? That is packet. I am saying Ethernet packets are there. Ethernet packets means actually Ethernet is the hardware, is the one type of network interface card, and that hardware is responsible to sending the packets. Okay, sending the packets. Again, it depends on wired communication or wireless communication. When you want to establish wireless communication, then you should go through the packets, right? So here I'm not taking as in detail, but just flow or just process point of view, I'm just taking overview of packets, because you know the message, you know the packet means how we transfer the message from source to destination, but that message includes number of packets. Now the point is, what is the meaning of packets? So packets is broken, delimited part of message. Means again, number of packets form single message. Agree or not? Yes. Number of packets forms single message. Yes, of course. Because broken or delimited means what? Broken means in small part. Okay, and delimited part means that particular part is used for that particular action. Only that time only that packet or that message will be act as in an active state. Otherwise it is in inactive state. So that's why the number of packets form a single message, and that message again we have to transfer through the basic unit of data communication. Yes, again we are come back here in data communication. We try to transfer the data, we try to transfer the message, but in terms of data communication. So this is the flow, how we can create or how we can consider the message. Again, in short, we just consider the number of packets forms a single message. That's it. And that packets again forms a, again work with payload versus header. Actually, payload and header is the part of packet. Again, you are saying, ma'am, we already tried to learn wireless communication. Then again, why it is required? Because yes, in wireless communication, the communication held instead of wire. It means electromagnetic waveforms are there, and that electromagnetic waveforms again having message. That message again broken into packets. That packets again consider into number of payload and header of data. So all of you just go through that simple identification diagram. That is, packet is categorized into two types, that is header and payload. Okay, so that header and payload. What is payload? Payload means your user data. Okay, user data means yes, user want at that particular time, user wants to connect, user wants to disconnect. What happen in header? Header is control information which is required for delivery of user data or payload. Means that header is actually responsible to send the information, that like source addresses, destination addresses. If communication is not done properly, then send the error detection code like checksum and sequencing information, that is FCS. So again, don't take that much means confusion between header and payload, because again, when we consider message, obviously number of packets are there, and that number of packets again categorized into header and payload. So payload is your user data, initial data, but header is your actual work, means who is source, who is destination is defined from header. So that's why now, right now, till time we just get the information towards the packets. Number of packets forms message. That message again we have to enter, or we have to consider in data communication. Now the point is, we have to consider particular system. Yes, right now in my hand I have a data. Okay, I have number of messages, I have number of packets, I have number of packets along with payload and header. So what is my next process? My next process, we have to transfer that message, that data, but with the help of which enterprises, or which entities, or which client, or which node, how we can define. Because when you want to transfer, then obviously sender and receiver is necessary. Obviously transmitter and receiver is necessary. Obviously platform is important. So how we can define it, how we can decide it? So for defining those parameter, you should go through the node. What is node means? It can be device, it can be your smartphone also, right? It can be device or any communication PC, smartphone, router, gateway. All these devices considered as a node. Okay, next step is interface. Suppose we have 10 smartphones, but they are not internally connected with each other, means they don't know about its own numbers, location numbers, or mobile numbers. Then how we can interface with each other? How we can generate interface with each other? No, it's highly impossible. So interface is connects node to the network. Interface means it is the connection, it is the platform, it is the way of communication to connect the network. So each interface is identified by unique physical address, that is MAC address in NIC. Anybody know about NIC? Yes. NIC is your network interface card. So network interface card, when we use network interface card, when we want to connect your network wirelessly. With the help of wired, you can directly connect it through the hub with the device driver. But when you want to connect wireless communication, that particular system, that particular PC, you should go through the network interface card. Right? So that network interface card, again, we have link is there. So the link is the segment of transmission channel. For example, local area network or subnet is the link. Second is next one is your backbone. Backbone is again network infrastructure. Yes, why backbone is important? Because backbone defines how many networks you can generate, you can create, whether they are wired networks or whether they are wireless networks. Right? In a single lab, it is possible to wire network, but right now we are doing communication, we are taking session, but again it is with the help of wireless communication. Okay, yeah, but obviously you are connected with your devices wired through. Yes, many of the students maybe charging is there, maybe connected to router, maybe connected to wire, that is okay. But wireless communication means instead of devices, you are connected through the router connection, through the links. This is my wireless communication. So that's why it could be defined by the backbone only, because we have backbone devices. Next is hub. Hub is the place where data converges from one or more direction and forwarded into out or one or more direction. Why hub is one or more direction? Because right now, suppose I am taking session. Right now I am transmitter, but there are so many receivers. We can merge or we can create hub based on that also. Switch, bridge, router, gateway, all these are device drivers which are helpful for connect or generate different types of networks in different directions. Right? So what information we gather right now till time? We have data with the help of different processes, like whether it is message, number of packets. Okay, again, next we decide whether my system is there, its node is there, define interfacing cards with the help of network interface card, define with different links, backbone, and number of device drivers. Half of the portion is ready for our network. Next is protocols. Protocols is the total, means they are used for communication between computers in different computer networks. In different computers, again, we already had a little bit discussion towards the protocols, means protocols are set of rules and regulations. So right now, as a generalized point of view, we take an example like your Aadhaar card. Aadhaar card is your unique number. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is the protocol? Government protocol is for identification, legal identification. You should use your Aadhaar card. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Aadhaar card number. Yes. So this is the protocol. So same like in our communication network, same like in our wired communication, wireless communication, we have different protocols. And according to user requirement, you should go through that individual protocols. Like, okay, so what are the protocol? Means what is the usage or what we achieve from the protocols, that is what is communicated between computers. Okay, how we communicate, which protocol use, suppose FTP is there, then file transfer protocol is there. How it is communicated, when it is communicated, what conformance, means bit sequence between computers. Means every policy, every rules and regulations are defined by the protocols. Again, it totally depends on what type of protocols you should be refer or prefer for the communication, right? So that's why in whole process, again, protocols plays very important role. I am saying yes, technology is there, but suppose technology is there, but I am using old protocol, then again my outcome suffering from some like time lagging is there, means time consuming protocols. There's many times, suppose what happen, smartphone is there, but you are using 2G network, then what happen, continuously for simple file also you required half an hour. Why it is happen? Because you are using a wrong protocol policies. So that's why again protocols, the usage of protocols is again important. Next, some data communication functions, means these complete functions are considered in data communication. So right now we already aware about how communication is done, how data communication is transferred, means what are the functions we have to be considered, that is switching in different network. Interfacing is there, obviously without interfacing we can't connect the network. Signal generation, yes, suppose I'm taking sessions, so my voice signals we are created, but my transmitters, those receivers are built in my laptop, those received properly, interpreted, again converted into digital form, and again you are able to listen. It means signal generation is very good from my side. Next is synchronization. Okay, synchronization between source and destination, exchange management, data exchange management, error detection and correction. Yes, suppose message is not sent, suppose your data pack is off, then you are sending something, then what happened, your file is not completely sent. Why it is happened? Because error is there. It's not error, error is means why your internet connection is not on, that's why error is occurred. So that kind of error detection and correction functions are there. Then addressing, routing, recovery, formatting, security, monitoring, system utilization, sequencing, flow control, error feedback, network management, quality of service, and network administration. So all this functionality is considered along with each and every platform, and all these points are considered in data communication. When this each and every point we are able to work on it, then and then only your data communication is good. Who will make them proper or errorless or confirmed? Who is responsible for all this functionality? Yes, anyone please let me know. This is the slide in front of you, then you tell me who will be responsible. Yes, who will be responsible? Signal? Yes, signal or what? Signals are responsible?
Yes, ma'am. Signals.
Obviously,
Yes, ma'am.
signals. because proper signals are not there, then your device, my device, is properly not received those signals. If signals are absent, no any signal is available, then my devices, what type of data they should be converted into digital form, and how you able to receive it? No, that's why signal plays very important role. Okay, again I am taking in detail, but as a time perspective I'm taking just overview. Yes, right, means till date you just know the yes data pack, just on the data pack and just start your communication. It's not like that. Many more things are behind that process. When you start your connection, automatically your communication of data, automatically your transmission, exchange of data is started. Again, why it is started? When you realize yes data exchange is started, because your simple WhatsApp app start to receive the data. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Yes. So it is happened because of only and only correct signals. Okay. So what is signal? Just within a 2 minutes, we will just define the signal. So electrical signal is represented as a change in voltage over time. Yes. So electrical signal. Why I'm using word electrical signal? Because signal, that is right now you are considering yes, it is the current. Okay. So when we can consider it is electrical current, right now I'm saying something, my voice signals are not in electrical form, but when this, my voice when received through my laptop, through the receiver, that time it could be acts as an electrical signal. So that electrical signal is represented in change in voltage. This is according to time. Yes, right now I'm saying something. After 5 minutes, my topic is different. After 5 minutes, it means my signals are changed over time. It's 100% correct. Okay. So the change occurs when the voltage begins at zero initially from started. Okay, and increases until it peaks. When my voice is too much loud and you are unable to listen it, okay, then it reach up to the peaks, means again voltage level is high. So when I'm saying these signals are in form of electrical signal when those received through the any devices, otherwise it is free in atmospheric conditions. Right now I'm sitting in my room. Okay, so in that atmospheric conditions my voice signals are free for every devices. Right now I'm sitting in front of my laptop, but I have suppose 2 3 smartphone also, so those smartphones also are continuously try to receive my signals. But some applications or some securities or accesses I am not allowing on that particular smartphones. That's why their phones are not working like that way. Only laptop, my device, why I received my signals, because I am allowing, I am giving some access to the system. That's why it could be that, or those signals acts as a electrical signals. Otherwise my voice signals are free in that particular atmospheric conditions, means in weatheric conditions they are free to any device that can be received. Okay, so in computer network send information from one computer to another. Okay, this information may be in the form of data, voice, pictures, and so on. We already had discussion on that. Okay, so in order to transmit information across the network, it needs to be electromagnetic signals. Now our actual communication should be start. Okay, right now I'm saying something that is okay, but when I want to share that session on the network, then electromagnetic signals are needed. So it means the computer network information flows from a system to another in the form of a signal via transmission messages or transmission electromagnetic signals. All of you just keep in mind, signals are nothing but electromagnetic waveforms. For that, before proceed to waveforms, you should just focus down two types of signals. Okay, two types of waves, that is sine wave and square wave. Again, we take in short that sine wave means my analog form and square wave means it means my digital form, because sine wave means sinusoidal waveforms. Okay, all of you just observe this graph like upwards and downwards, and square wave means again it is a 1 and 0 form. When your graph, when your square wave is upward direction, it could be considered as a 1. When it is in downward direction, it could be considered as a 0. right? So square wave means in digital form, sine wave means in analog form. So analog signal, all of you just go through the signal point of view. In analog signal, it is a continuous wave from the change smoothly over the time. Obviously on x-axis time is there, and sine wave, along with time, my sinusoidal waveforms or sine waves are continuously transferred or continuously transmitted. So that analog signal have infinite number of values and varies continuously with the time. So the signal is usually represented by the sine wave. What happened in sine wave? I'm just taking in short that sine wave are basically directly connected with amplitude. Amplitude means size of this waveform, that is amplitude. Period means how much complete time is required for that transmission of that sine wave. And frequency means how many times repeat those analog signals. This is my frequency. So frequency we can always measure in hertz, digital form. So again question is, ma'am, we are taking communication and you are explaining analog and digital, because I am saying something, these signals are in analog form. Those analog form signals are received through my laptop receivers, internally inbuilt on PCB. Okay, those receiver receive my analog signals. Okay, now my next task is convert it into digital form. Why? Because every machine understands only digital form of language, or only digits, that is either 1 and 0, right? So we already know the history about it. ASCII value, suppose A is there, so A having that particular 67, so 67 again converted into binary form. When we press A means internally we are pressing that much digits, and within a second it could be converted in that particular form. That's why we are able to see on our screen board that is A. So based on that, my voice analog form is internally converted into digital form. So for the conversion of digital form, that digital signal is in discrete form. Digital again is in discrete. Analog is in continuous. I am continuously sending the signals. But digitally, it is not possible. Digitally, it is discrete. One digit is complete, takes some time, then next digit is started. Then next digit means discrete form of signals. So it can have only limited number of defined values such as 1 and 0. There is no any other value defined in digital signal. So overall, I'm trying to say, yes, in digitally, either it is signal is 1 or either it is 0. So digital signal 1 is represented having positive voltage and 0 is represented having negative voltage. Obviously, as a generalized perspective, 1 we always consider as a true, 0 is always considered as a false, 1 as a positive, 0 as a negative. Agree or not? Everyone?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you. So digitally, I'm just taking the example. In analog, suppose my amplitude is important, my time is important, and frequency is important. So in digitally, what are the important factors? That is bit interval and bit rate. Okay, means after which digit we have to stop. That is my bit interval. Okay, and bit rate means how much time is required for that particular intervals, that is bit rate. So based on that, this is the simple comparison between analog communication and digital communication. Afterwards, we'll share that PPT. You can go through the detail analog and digital communication. But what happened for networking, we cannot directly start from like data, directly message, directly packet. Okay. First, you need to find out the type of data. Then and then only you can share that data among the networks. Now, in network, again, we have two options. Whether you want to proceed with wired communication or whether you want to proceed with wireless communication. Okay. So before we selecting those type, you should just start our networking. So computer network is the collection of computing devices connected into order of communicate and share the resources. Okay, so in networking, we are not just transmission or exchange the data, as well as we can share number of resources also. Okay, so that connection between computing devices can be physical using wires, cables, or wireless, as we discuss right now here, whether it is wired or whether it is wireless. But as syllabus point of view, we mostly focused on wireless communication. Okay, so now why networking? yes, I'm saying whether you have to go through the wired or whether you have to go through the wirelessly. Okay, but before that, why we select networking? So networking is sharing the information. It means again we have come back towards the data communication. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
means again in our hand we have data. But right now I'm very well aware about what kind of data we have, whether it is analog, whether it is digital, right? If it is analog, then I will provide analog based facility. Means that electromagnetic waveforms we have to receive through the receiver and internally convert into digital form. And then I'm trying to proceed that data. My next task is now I have data, but I have to share that data among the different networks. Okay, so based on networks, again we have two options. Whether you want to share that data wired communication or whether you want to share that data wirelessly. Again, you have two choice. So based on choices, we just define the network definition first. Then we proceed with choices, whether it is wired or whether it is wireless. Okay, so network is simply collection of computers or hardware device that connected together either physically or logically. Okay, using special hardware and software to allow the exchange information and cooperating. Means yes, networking means what? We are connected devices, we are connected different systems. Okay, that systems along with different physical or logical address along with hardware and software also. So computer network is a group of interconnected computers. This simple generalized word while defined definition is a group of interconnected computers which allows communicate with each other and share the resources and information. So resources means suppose centralized single printer is there, single fax machine is there, single many hardwares and softwares also there. Different virtual machines are there, different virtual operating systems are there. We can share with the help of networking. So based on that, we define the communication model. Now I have a choice whether you should go through the wired or wireless. Yes, I am doing networking, I am doing communication, but based on what? Based on source, based on transmitter, based on receiver, and based on destination. So source means it could be considered as a transmitter, and receiver means it could be considered as a destination. Agree or not? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So source means obviously who will be responsible to send the data, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that transmitter converts data into transmittable signals. Transmittable signal means previously I'm taking, right now I'm supposed taking session. Okay. So those my signals are in the analog form. So analog signals not understood by the system or analog signals we are unable to send to the destination or through the transmitter. So that transmitter, what is the procedure of transmitter, what is the main task of transmitter? Make those signals transmittable. Okay, transmittable means through the platform you can send it. Okay, so carries the data and receiver received those signals and convert into the received signal into data in the form of destination. So it takes as a incoming data. Means I am saying something, what I am saying right now, I am saying something, and all of you able to listen. I am saying something. As it is information, you can able to listen. Why it is possible? It is possible because my device transmitter is transfer those signals in the form of as it is without any error. Otherwise, you will be able to listen the noise, listen blurry signals, distorted signals, or maybe my voice is fluctuated. But right now, it's not happened like that. Why? Because every platform doing its own role properly and perfectly. Means my router connection have provide that much speed. That's why ISPs is very good. Okay, all of you able to listen correct communication without any interference, no any noise, no any connection distortion. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is the model, this is the communication model. Why I'm taking generalized or current live example? Because till time we are try to understood, yes, data is going on or data is coming back. Only that things. But who is responsible for that? Who makes that session 100% correct? So these are the technologies, these are the processes. Okay, so based on that, we have that basic communication model. Suppose source having some text, that is input information, right? So that text again is in digital bit stream, then transmitter transmit into analog signals. Analog signals again transmission system used for that analog signal, and receiver received those signals. And digital bit means, have you observed, at the side of source, at the side of destination, only text is there. How it is possible? How it is possible? Because in data communication model, we have to use digital to analog converters. Agree or not? Yes, D to A converter. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Means in source side, there is a digital bit stream. That digital bit stream again I am converted into analog form. Right? Why it's required? Suppose we are taking simple example. Two clients are there. One client dial that particular number to second one. Okay, one client when says hello. Okay, next client also able to listen word hello. What happened between them? One client saying hello, yes, but that hello word is received that particular hardware. There is no any wire communication. It is wireless communication. Suppose or communication held between two mobiles. Okay, one-sided student saying hello, but that hello word is that hello voice signals are captured from that particular mobile internal receiver. Those received it. Okay, that particular mobile having those signals, electromagnetic signals. Those electromagnetic signals in analog form, but machine understood only digital data. So that's why what happened, that analog form signals are converted into digital form. Now machine understood, that particular mobile understood, yes, that particular user saying hello. That hello in digital form is transferred to that particular dialed source destined people or destined user, and again that destined user able to listen word hello. Now how it is possible? Because right now analog to digital conversion is there, and digitally we can not able to listen that data. What happened, at the source side your data is converted into analog to digital form, but at the destination side your digital data again converted in digital to analog form. That's why next user or next client are able to listen word hello. Understood everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Means we are in communication model. Right now
Yes,
also
ma'am.
we are using same model, that is analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. That's why that analog form of data able to transmit, able to carried throughout the wireless communication. This is the main theory. So again, transmission modes are there. Now again, this is your choice. You should be go through the simplex, half duplex, or full duplex. Simplex means one way is there only, one direction. For example, television, right? Television means you can able to watch any type of channel. Okay. Why it's one direction? Because it is changed by your remote. What you are saying, that particular television not responding you. That's why it is one direction, right? Half duplex means either direction but only one way at a time. Only one way, like a walkie talkie, police radio. Only one way means, suppose one user saying something, hello, so next one is able to only listening it. That particular he or she will be not replied, right? So that is half duplex. And full duplex means both direction at the same time. Right now just we explained that example, that is telephone. I think right now you will get what is exact communication, what exactly happened behind the communication. Means you and me are communicate with each other throughout the only data. Yes, we have data, we communicate with each other, but who will be responsible? Technology platforms and applications are responsible to connect you and me. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
So this is the basic network diagram. Means we can just go through the network diagrammatic point of view. Wired network. Suppose in wired network we can use number of switch, routers, hub. Okay, what happened? What is the difference between wired network and wireless network? In wired network we can create network with the help of device drivers, that is switch, servers, okay, hubs. With the help of these device drivers we can establish the network. But what happen in wireless? In wireless we are using centralized router. Okay, those router is connected through the ISPs, that is internet. And that internet, again, with the help of router, all of you just observe that router having two antennas. I hope in this pandemic situation many students are already buying the router. Okay, so all of you observe your hardware, router hardware, that router having two antennas, black side, and then always on upward side. Why antenna is required? Because those antennas are continuously receiving and transmitting the signals, electromagnetic signals. That's why your mobile device is received those signals, and you will get the wireless connection or Wi-Fi connection. Understood, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Wireless
ma'am.
connection is there, but kahan se aa raha hai? Who will be provided? So router having its own antenna, and this antenna is continuously transmitting the signals. That's why that hardware, that router, and your mobile establish the internet connection. This is the simple theory. So what is wireless communication? Now actually your syllabus is started, so I'm taking in short. I know it's 3:40, but still I want to explain. I hope all of you enjoying and all of you understood the themes. It's not that much difficult. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So a little bit means that syllabus point of view, we just start our wireless LAN and just explain in short what are the points we should be considered here. So what is in wireless communication? Transmitting voice. Now you understood what I'm trying to explain. Transmitting voice means signal and data using electromagnetic waves in open space, atmospheric conditions, open space. Take a simple example. Suppose one user is work in UK and one user is in here Mumbai, Kharghar, Navi Mumbai, in particular place. How they communicate with each other? उतना केबल डाल सकते हैं कि यूके एंड इंडिया के बीच में? It's possible? No.
Satellite.
It's a satellite communication. Yeah, but how satellite provide the connection? Satellite और हमारे खारघर के बीच में भी तो नहीं डाल सकते ना उतना वायर. Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No.
How it is possible? We are already inbuilt many antennas or many different mobile towers, and those towers having high speed routers. Those routers continuously broadcasting, continuously transmitting the signals, and continuously receiving the signals. Those electromagnetic signals are received from that particular tower, and those signals again connected through that particular servers, and those servers sending those connection that particular client or user, and then distance doesn't means disconnect your communication. That particular client which is stay in UK and which is stay in Kharghar, they can communicate easily with each other. This is wireless concept. Got the point, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Satellite is there, but how single satellite is not responsible to send all the information. So what happened? As the distance wise, many servers are there, right? So those servers are continuously transmit or continuously receive the signals. Again, you take an example like your FM. Okay, FM, frequency modulation. Right now, I know many students are not used it, but FM is there. What happens? Suppose you are in Mumbai, and you are clearly able to listen all the sounds. But suppose you cross the Pune, means you cross suppose 300 kilometer, 400 kilometer distance from that centralized antenna or centralized tower, then you are able to listen the song, but along with blurry signal.
That is so much.
Distortion is there, noise is there. Why it is happen? Because atmospheric conditions are affected on electromagnetic waveforms. That's why what happens, suppose you take example your college. In your college there are so many places. In that places your mobile device having zero network. Is it
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, why it is happened? Because atmospheric conditions are affected on that specific areas. That's why your mobile, your device, internal receivers are not able to receive those electromagnetic waveforms. That's why your device is showing you don't have network. This is the theory. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Till time you know, yes, there is no network. But why there is no network? So this is the answer. Now you understood, yes, if atmospheric conditions are affected on electromagnetic waveforms, then 100% those electromagnetic waveforms are affected on our brain also. That's why many times you watch, many times you listen about, please don't waste your time on gadget, don't waste your time on mobile phones. Why? Because your mobile phone are continuously acts as a transmitter and a receiver, continuously broadcasting the waveforms and continuously receiving the waveforms. Again, there is a electronics theory, how we can communicate or how we can speak with only those peoples or only those students or clients, those who are required, because that process again including intermediate frequency, like um, only those signals our device is received and remaining signals are automatically discarded. That facility is also available in our phone or in our system. Okay, so what is wireless communication? So this is wireless communication. So electromagnetic waveforms, we in wireless communication we are 100% depends on electromagnetic waveforms. So electromagnetic waveform means, how we can consider, it's a travel at the speed of light, and that speed of light formula is c, we can consider as the speed of light is equal to 3 multiplied by 10 raised to 8 milliseconds, which has a frequency f and wavelength l. So c is equal to f multiplied by n. This is the generalized mathematical point of calculation for electromagnetic waveforms. Now, types of wireless communication, that is point-to-point communication, multi-point communication, and broadcast communication. We have different communication on that. So afterwards, we start our wireless LAN. So now we have data, how we define the data, whether it is analog data, digital data. Next is, now the point is we have to transmit the data with the help of antenna, with the help of wireless communication. We have two options, wired or wireless. So in that options we selected wireless. So in wireless communication we refer the WLAN, that is wireless local area network. So that wireless local area is a flexible data communication system which is implemented as an extension, as an alternative of wired LAN. Obviously, it is used radio frequency, that is RF technology. Now this is very important. We are doing something, we are doing wireless LAN, but with the help of radio frequency technology. Now we try to understand the advantage of wireless LAN. Installation speed and simplicity. Because wireless LAN, so obviously cable costing, centralized servers or device drivers are, again we have less cost for that. Installation flexibility is there, reduced cost for ownership, centralized wireless LAN handle multiple local area networks, mobility is there, scalability. Mobility means at a time number of users can connect that particular line. Take an example like government hospitals, like your stations. In your railway stations, have you observed your device searching many network availability is there? Have you observed that things?
Yes, ma'am.
Why it is happening? Because of mobility. Provide wireless is a local area network, provide that mobility, means number of users can connect public network. And scalability means that particular technology provide the scalability services for all users. Once you get connection, you will use 100%. Some disadvantages for costing कहा जा रहा है इसका? It use network cards cost 4 times more than the wired network cards. NICs, that is network interface cards, and the access points are more expensive than hubs and wires. Obviously, in wireless LAN in wired LAN we use device driver switches, hubs, okay, number of ports. But in wireless we are using towers, right, antennas, because continuous broadcasting is there. So that's why costing is higher. Signal bleed over, we are totally depends on electromagnetic signals. Suppose Today, weather is clear. There is no any rainy season. Okay. Have you observed in many times in rainy seasons, your television network is not work properly? Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Why it has happened? Because of directly atmospheric conditions are affected on electromagnetic waveforms, and we don't have that fresh or completely connectable electromagnetic waveforms. That's why our cable connection maybe get distracted, because continuous picture is in blurry form, voice is there, audio video is not matched. That kind of problem is happen because of signal bleed over. And less capacity means slower bandwidth. Suppose what happened, tower is in Kharghar, so and that tower range is suppose 50 kilometer only. Once that uh, particular user goes away from that 50 kilometers, then automatically signal range is lower, or signal strength is weak. That's why what happened, network availability is not there. So that's why they provide, that particular company provide the roaming system. Once you cross that particular limit, then different companies provide the network for your phone, but internally they have internal policy tie-up between them, and then internally provide the connection, or means you are continuously in connection, but charges are roaming charges. Again, that particular roaming section having so many books, but right now we don't have that much time. We just go through the 802.LAN standard family. So that this is from your syllabus, that is IEEE 802.11. Before that 11, you should go through the standard family. So IEEE 802.2 logical link control. Okay, that LLC is responsible for 802.3 for carrier sense, 2.4 for token bus, 2.5 for token ring. And in your syllabus, 2.11 is there, that is totally wireless. Got the point? It is totally wireless. Means from your syllabus, we just compare the list of standards. Okay, all of you just go through the list. Not all the standards are there, but many standards are used in the sentences. Okay, so all of you just go through the 802.11. 11 is used for, yes, it is the original 1 MB megabits per second and 2 megabits per second, or 2.4 gigahertz radio frequency and infrared standard. So all of you know IEEE. What is IEEE? IEEE is the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. This is the standard group. Okay, ubiquitously acceptable, ubiquitously form the IEEE standards. Means overall in the world, how many network standards you are using, it could be supported, it could be defined from IEEE standards. So that's why what are the standards means what are the communication standards we are using, we are directly access or use from IEEE only. It's Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. So normal 802.11 is the original 1 Mbits and 2 Mbits up to infrared standards. 11A for, just a minute. Okay, 11A for 54 Mbits up to products, means 5 gigahertz. 5 gigahertz is too much. It is high range for the wireless communication, which is invented in 2001. B for enhancements. Okay, enhancements from support from 5.5 to 11 megabits per second. D for international roaming extensions. Just we take an example, roaming example. For that we are using 11D. E for enhancement, that is quality of service, including packet busting. Okay, then inter access point protocol, that is IAPP. Next one is your G, 11G, which is used for backwards compatible with B. B for means backward compatibility, means we are started from 54 megabits per second. 54, which is started from your 11E enhancing up to 2.4 gigahertz. G means gigahertz. So means that standard includes many wireless devices. H for your 5 gigahertz spectrum. So this is the list, means out of this list, hardly 5 to 6 are in your syllabus and remainings are used as a randomly. Suppose I want to use extension for the want to communicate with Japan country, then we should be go through the which standard extension, that is IEEE 802.11j, right? I for enhanced security, N for higher throughput improvements, right? P for that is wireless access for vehicular environment. Vehicular environment. R for fast roaming. Okay, S for wireless mesh networking. Vehicular, we are taking for vehicular, that is vehicular ad hoc network. Vehicular means suppose many four-wheelers are there. You are sitting in four-wheeler, but still you have network for your mobile. Yes or no? Who will be provide that network? Yes. Who will be provide? Everyone observed means previously, not now, because what happened right now in four-wheelers, the antennas are inside of that means driving side, either left or right hand side. But before 5 to 10 years back, have you observed there is an antenna, okay, outside of your either front side or back side, outside of your vehicle? Anyone got it? There is one long antenna, means you have to manually upward towards the in atmosphere, and then your vehicle will start. That antenna is provide the means continuous broadcasting of the signals, continuously receive those signals and broadcast the signals. Got the point? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
And that antenna is your random antenna, means that antenna continuously provide the signals. Right now what happened, right now in vehicle, in particular vehicles, all of you means suppose those who have four-wheeler, they can observe antenna is inside of your vehicle, okay, continuously broadcasting and continuously provide the network. That's why your cell phone or your mobile also got the network. Means outside also you have waveforms, inside also you have waveforms. So those electromagnetic waveforms try to establish connection between source and destination or those devices. Next, 802.11 terminologies. Today we just focused on only LAN, that is 802.11 wireless LAN as per your syllabus. What are the terminology? That is AP is your access points. Some basic service sets are there. Then distribution systems are there. Extended service sets and portal is there. Actually, all of you just go through these are the basic terminologies. Suppose we should enter or when we consider IEEE 802.11 LAN, then obviously you just go through the wireless LAN topologies, whether it is ad hoc network topology or whether it is infrastructure. So what happened in ad hoc? We should go through the BSS1 or BSS2. Means we have two sessions. One session in Kharghar, second session is suppose inside the Bombay. Any center you can consider. So basic service set including station 1, station 2, that is STA, STA2. Basic service set including station 3, station 4, including all. Have you observed every that particular mobile device having its own antenna? Is it visible to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Right hand side there is antenna. Means every device having its own antenna. So that antenna is playing most important role. Why? Because these antenna continuously either transmit or receives electromagnetic waveforms. That's why only wireless communication is possible. Wireless means what? Instead of wire. So instead of wire means 100% depends on electromagnetic waveforms. And those waveforms continuously sense through your device. Sensing of that device, sensing of those signals is again used for different technologies. Those technology we are trying to build on our system. This is our communication. Yes, everyone got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So this is simple type of wireless LAN topology infrastructure. Okay, that infrastructure means with the help of distribution system, we can connect basic service set 1 and basic service set 2. Means, yes, how we connect, how one server is in Kharghar, one server is in central Mumbai, how they are connected to each other? They are connected through the distribution system. They distribute by the centralized server again. Means for whole Mumbai, we have central server is there. And those central server again divided into sub-servers. Again that sub-server, again sub-server. This is the means hierarchy. With the help of hierarchy, we can able to handle our centralized server. Next, this is the just generalized example or generalized diagram of infrastructure mode in point of wireless LAN. This is the protocol stack. Means we in 802.11 wireless LAN we have protocol stack, that is upper layers, data link layer, physical layer is there. What happen in data link layer? Data link layer MAC sublayer is there. MAC sublayer is again responsible to include 802.11, that is frequency hopping and infrared systems. Next is 802.11a, that is orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. B for spread spectrum, that is SS. G for orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. And multiple input, multiple output orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, that is N. So this is the evolution and release date from 1997 up to 2009. Now the point is, why 2009? After 2009 there is no invention. Yes, there are so many inventions. After 2010 we actually divide our wireless communication in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G and 5G, right? So this is the IEEE standard, this is the IEEE stack, which is responsible to use which type of technology. What the point? So based on, we just within a 2-3 minutes we just go through the 802.11 MAC sublayers. Okay, that MAC sublayers having 3 basic areas, that is reliable data delivery, access control and security. Okay, so based on that we just go through the medium access control. So all of you don't get confusion and don't worry about it, that medium access control again complete or consisting only 2 functions. I am taking in short that 2 functions, that is PCF and DCF, that is point coordination function and distributed coordination function. So point coordination function again completely including in data link layer. We already know OSI reference model. Yes, 7 layers are there. Yes or no? I'm not taking out of the syllabus. We already know the 7 layers OSI reference model. Physical layer, yes. Tell me number of layers. Yes, anyone? Physical layer. Next. Data link layer, transport layer. Yes, bolo. 7 layers are there. Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So physical layer is your base layer where your connection is established. After that, data link layer, transport layer, application layer, session layer, network layer. Okay, 7 layers are there. So all these layers mean in your wireless LAN 802.11, we completely focused on point coordination function and distributed coordination function. So what happened in MAC sublayer protocol? So in distributed, I'm taking in short in distributed coordination function and point coordination function. So why we define DCF and PCF? Because we have to solve 2 types of problems, that is hidden terminal problem and exposed terminal problem. Hidden terminal problem is when source and destination makes the connection, makes the communication between 2 channels. Then third one is also listen that communication, which is hidden terminal problem. And exposed terminal problem is when communication happen between source and destination, number of source are available, number of destinations are available. Means again it makes problem, again it makes or generate maybe disturbed outcome, maybe not correct outcome. That's why to solve those kind of problem we define the DCF, that is distribution coordination function and point coordination function. Distribution means when we distribute it, we can select centralized client or centralized server, and point to point means that particular point, that particular client or user only communicate with that particular type. So this is MAC sublayer protocol in short communication. So till time we just complete our process. First, data. Why data? We have again data in the form of analog or digital form. Once you decide whether my data is analog or digital form, then I have to transfer it through the transmitter. Okay, again I'm considering for the transmission of that data the technology. That technology is IEEE standard, which is 802.11 standard. Okay, in that 11 we refer normal local standard, that is wireless LAN standard. That wireless LAN standard again having protocol. With the help of protocol I can transmit the data, I can connect the device, I can connect the multiple hardwares or resources through the wireless LAN according to the technology, that is 3rd generation technology, and make the communication between source and destination. Yes, got the point everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now any questions? Anyone having any doubt? Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, if the signals go very low, then voltage will be affected very highly, or it will be affected as soon as the network gets probably.
Yes, yes, very good question. Actually, what happened if signals weak means signals goes down? What happened? Voltage level is increased, but what happened? We not receive the network. We not receive the proper outcome. Why? Because my signal strength is too much low, whether it is prescribed or not.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes. Yes. Anyone else? Yes, be frankly, no issue. I will explain anything. Okay, how was the session?
Ma'am, it was excellent.
Thank you. Thank you so much. If right now no any question, if means afterwards, if you think or if you face some issue, you can directly text to ma'am. Ma'am will share with me. I will explain you. No worry.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Himanshu, Komal.
Yes,
Yes, any doubt?
no, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Then thank you, ma'am. Anita, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It is
My
a
pleasure.
excellent lecture, ma'am. Even I uh, I means join this lecture from starting to end. I'm
Thank you
studying
so much.
here, right? This the same situation, and even I'm sharing with my experience with you. Actually, what happened during my student life, it was my favorite subject, one of my
Okay.
favorite subjects.
Okay. Wow,
So
yes.
and from the too long gap, I'm very far from this subject, and
Okay.
you
Okay.
again create the interest on this subject,
So
ma'am.
yes, that's why I'm trying to get sequence. Means instead of directly start the wireless LAN, you
Yes,
should
ma'am.
start from basic data. Means yes, we are saying data is there, information there, but who will be responsible for that? So that things I want to clear here, because these diploma students, and again afterwards they facing the problems. They know the communication connection, but they don't know about the packets. They don't know about the message. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly, ma'am. Exactly. And
Okay.
it's really, it's not. I'm not saying formally, and not a way of formalities, but trust me, ma'am, it would be excellent lecture,
Thank
because
you.
I all everything all the topics I know that the what is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
things,
yeah.
but I revised very in a deep
Deep
section, ma'am.
section. Okay.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much,
so
ma'am.
much once again. Thanks to all. I hope मैंने ज़्यादा बोर नहीं किया होगा किसी को.
No, ma'am.
If
No.
any issue, you can directly ask me, and I'm always there. Anytime you can call me, ma'am, for that.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
Thank
we
you
will
so much
definitely.
once
It's
again.
our pleasure that we will all again future. We will obviously our student will definitely.
Yes, yes,
You will provide your guidance and your
yes,
valuable
yes.
time,
Sure,
ma'am.
sure, ma'am.
It's
Sure.
a pleasure, ma'am. Thank you so much for your valuable time, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you
So
once again. Bye, everyone.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
For excellent
Student,
lecture.
please don't go. I would like to take your attendance and feedback also. And
Okay. Should I
thank
leave,
you, ma'am.
ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay.
much,
Thank
ma'am.
you once
Thanks a
again.
lot.
Do well and best of luck for all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, I would like to appreciate Himanshu, Sresha, Komal, Sejal, and Prachiti, Prajakta, Rushikesh, Kinjal, Himanshu also. And these are the students who turn on their cameras from since starting to ending. I really like to appreciate you, dear. And I am also one of them. Rakshada, thank you so much, dear. Thanks a lot.
Welcome, ma'am.
As you know that Rakshada is from the third year. You know everyone is student. You know I think you don't have any idea that Rakshada is not from third year. She is a student, always ready to take a initiative for anything. Right? Thank you so much, Rakshada, for joining us.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. And just give me your feedback, everyone.
Ma'am, can I leave?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
My pleasure.
Okay, I'm just sharing a link with you guys. Give me 1 minute. Okay, बेटा कैसा था सेशन? I think it is excellent, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. बट आप लोग ना थोड़ा रिस्पॉन्स कम करते हैं, थोड़ा सा ऐसा बोला है कि मैंने ठीक है आप लोग ऑडियो ऑन नहीं करेंगे, इसका मतलब ये थोड़ी है कि आप क्वेरी करने के बाद भी नहीं बोलेंगे, ऐसा नहीं है. ओके, रेस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने ज्वाइन नहीं किया है उनको होने वाली है पनिशमेंट. लेट्स सी. Okay, I'm sharing with a link, and this same link is also counting your attendance. Just a minute. Stop recording.